Cheers, how you do, buckaroos? How the heck are you? Hey, we're in 2022 now. I am Tyler the Beer Whisperer. This is an edition of 5 songs. This edition of 5 songs with the Beer Whisperer, or at the pub with the Beer Whisperer, as I sometimes call it. The loose thread or the theme that binds them all is the year, 2021. I picked 5 songs that came out last year at some point. Old guys like me like to keep saying over and over again that new music isn't being made anymore. The truth is, it is. We're just not hearing it because commercial radio, not satellite radio, they're not covering a lot of great music. So here's 5 songs that I'm in the mood for at this particular moment, all that came out in 2021. So I'm going to start it now. The first song is No Return from John Coughlin's Quo. John Coughlin, the original drummer for the band Status Quo, and here we go. Maybe. No, it's not important. There we go. Okay. There we go. Got a little delay there, but that's all right, Tom. Anyway, Stone, 2 beers, I should have said. Stone, 25th anniversary, triple IPA, 12.5%. It's a big mamma jamma, but it was a long week. A long week demands a big beer. Man. I'm just tired. Didn't necessarily work an abundance of hours, but it just kind of took its toll on me this week. I really tweaked my knee up again. I've been in a lot of pain, man. Need to have surgery done on it, but I can't afford it at this particular moment. Can't afford to have the surgery done. Can't afford to be off work 6 weeks, you know. That's how being poor works. That's why us poor folks never get stuff done. We don't take proper care of ourselves because we can't afford to. Anyway, John Coughlin's Quo. I love this tune. So he came out with a song in 2020, which how I first found the band on Spotify. 2020 had a song called Lockdown. Came out in May of 2020, and the song is just genius, so look it up. But this song came out this year, is why it's on this mix. Cheers. This is a great hard driving tune, a great driving tune. Lockdown is as well. This is a big, bad mamma jamma of a beer. A lot of citrus on the nose, as you might expect. A lot of tropical fruit as well. But it is rather malty too, man. I was able to come home for lunch today. So I whipped up a large batch. So this morning before I went to work, I whipped up a large batch of black beans. When I got home for lunch, I made basically some taco or burrito beef out of a pork and beef mix, a Boston mix, if you will. So we had nice burritos for lunch, and I had to go back to work for a couple hours. But that's going to be dinner. It may be tacos and black bean sides. It may be a burrito again. Hell, it may be nachos. That's the great thing about Mexican food, isn't it? It's very versatile. It's funny, the first time I had black beans was out of a can, and I hated them. So for the longest time, I didn't try them again. Until I just decided to buy a pound and make them myself, and my wife and I love them. And there's something about the canned beans. I just don't think there's a flavor, an aftertaste. I don't know what it is, but I just can't eat canned black beans, but I love making them at home. They're more flavorful than, say, pintos. This beer does remind me a lot of the Founders classic Devil Dancer, which I haven't seen in my neck of the woods for quite some time. I don't know if we're just not carrying it anymore, or if they're not making it. That I don't know. But that drink right there really reminded me of the Devil Dancer. 345 coming through, the Immediate Family. I love this song and this band. Without going too much into the backstory, because you can find on Spotify if you got Spotify, or even on Google for that matter. They're basically a group of musicians that may not be well known to the general public, but they're well known inside the music business, the music industry. Some have been with many other bands, some known more as studio musicians, but they came together for this whatever, the Immediate Family. This one song. The hard part about this was that the whole album is brilliant. So finding one song, because I didn't want to have more than one song from each band. That was the hard part about narrowing this down to 5 songs, is picking one song from this band, because this band is amazing. The Immediate Family. Cheese biscuits and gravy. So yeah, I mean, you could change up a couple things, right? Yeah. I've got tacos. I got hard shell, so I can do American style tacos with a black bean side. Got chips, so it could become nachos. I can use all the same ingredients and just flip the tortilla over, and it becomes a quesadilla. There's just so much we can do here, man. Anyway, I'll see what kind of mood the wives say when I'm done with this video. But anyway, I guess what I was trying to go, I was going through all that a long way around the barn, which I always do, is to say it's ready. All I have to do is figure out if we're using taco shells, flour tortillas, or chips, or tortilla chips. We can go either direction. I've got various cheese in there. I've got some Monterey Jack. I got some sharp cheddar. I even got some Asadero. I come prepared. I got to stop thinking about you. It's just a great tune. I guess it's got kind of that southern rock feel, but there's certainly a lot of blues elements to this particular tune. Again, these names. They may not be names known to your average listener, but the folks in this band are hardcore, man. They are well known and well respected within the musical community. It's one reason I love this band. And like I said, the hard part, in all honesty, was taking it down to one song, because I go, and finally what I had to do, in all honesty, is just pick 5 songs that I wanted to hear at this moment, right? They're not necessarily my 5 favorite songs of 2020, but maybe the 5 I was really in the mood to hear at this particular moment in time. Which is why maybe I'm feeling a little rocky, right? That's why we started with John. Well, I've got it on a shuffle. I didn't know what order, but yeah, you kind of get the idea. No Return, John Cogbil's Media Family, 345. I'm just feeling more in a rock kind of mood. I got to stop thinking. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to get my nose that close to the camera. That wasn't good, Tom. Nobody wants to see that, man. Anyway, hey, I can't afford a cameraman. Anyway, as we head into song 3, we'll pop this beer number 2. Did work through that one a little quick, but like I said, it's been a week. Like I said, Honeymouth, Nathan Bryce, and Loaded Dice. Now, if you've never heard of these guys, be prepared, because I think they're about ready to break out nationally. Again, a little rock, a little southern rock maybe, but this is, again, this was a tough one. He's got 2 great songs right now that came out this year. It was hard to narrow it down between one or the other. I kind of went with, the mood. This song's called Honeymouth. Nathan Bryce and Loaded Dice. Last weekend, I did the 5 songs on Nathan Bryce because he's just got some great stuff out. So I picked 5 songs, but I did want to add this one that came out last year to this 2021 edition. Beer I kind of forgot about. Got to move to the back of the fridge. Peanut butter chocolate milk stout. This is Absence of Light from Four Hands Brewing out of St. Louis, Mo. It is 7.1%. And that's what it smells like, man. It smells like a dark chocolate peanut butter cup. And honestly, that's what it tastes like. Ah, cheese whiz and gravy. That is good. Oh. Well, I thought I'd take a little break. Got home from work. Wife was doing some stuff in the bedroom. So I'll come out here and I'll find some music. But by the time I got everything all fixed up to do the video, she was already out here. Sometimes it takes a minute. You know, I gotta get to Zen, right? I gotta get to the right place emotionally and spiritually to do the video, man. Gotta get the right state of mind, man. Gotta bring it back to Zen. Nathan Bryce Low Dice. I found him on Spotify. I've actually seen him before. They've toured this area quite a bit. I put on a great show, but I know they're also touring nationally as well. So if you get a chance, check them out. Find them on Spotify. Got some great stuff. This is a nice, you know, special. I hesitate to use the word novelty, so we'll say specialty. It is a nice specialty stout. Comes out for the holidays. Can't remember if it came out just before Thanksgiving or early part of December. Honestly, I can't remember, but comes out for the holidays every year. Chocolate peanut butter. People love that shit. Beer doesn't have to taste like beer anymore, folks. Nobody wants that. Except for a few of us old guys that crave traditional beer styles, but I'll buy stuff like this upon occasion. But of beers like this that I've had, I really think this one is one of the very best. They put it together so exquisitely well. Another band I found last year that I hadn't heard of before, Early Times and the High Rollers. Early Times, been a DJ in the New York area, I believe, for about 20 years, I think they said. But anyway, the album is, again, I was kind of in a rock kind of mood, if you can kind of get a feel here. A little rock, little blues. Return of the Queen, Early Times and the High Rollers. It's a nice, you know, dessert beer. Yeah, you know, if you're in a mood for something particular, yeah, it's a nice kind of end of the evening beer. I was just looking for, I just kind of randomly grabbed two. How it ended up with these two, but I kind of forgot I had that one, so I figured, oh, what the hell. The Return of the Queen. Again, the whole album is pretty damn good. So it was kind of hard to pick one tune because there was like 3 I was really going, I wasn't sure which of those to pick. And again, I just kind of went with the moment. This is a song I went with. Charlemagne's a great tune. But again, yeah, if you notice the theme here, they're all very hard driving tunes, man. Got a nice B. They kick it. The Return of the Queen. Early times of the High Rollers here on Beer Whisper Radio. The Return of the Queen. Now the Queen. I got a little bit left of this can, so I'm going to pour the rest of it in here. We got one more song to go. New York City's the place that kills. Great tune. Yeah, I mean, and there were others, right? There was another band that came out last year, Alien Attitude. Again, a bunch of guys that were quarantined together, musicians that quarantined together decided to put out an album, and it was great. So again, but it was again I guess the mood musically I was in was a little bit different because I could do another version of this 2021 and be completely different. But if you get a chance, look up Alien Attitude as well. I didn't realize how much. Obviously, I was in a certain kind of mood when I picked these five as I'm listening to them now. I didn't realize it at the time. Oh, this song. I was in that kind of mood. Let me have an edge from work. Trying to work it off. Oh, yeah, the next song. Yeah, it's going to solidify that, yeah. I did forget what five I'd put on. The Return of the Queen. So the first four songs, a little rock, a little blues, maybe a little southern rock fixed in there. This one is all rock and roll here. Coming up next, it is Gilby Clarke, Rusted Busted. This one's a bit on the heavy side, man, because Gilby Clarke, he's probably the best guitarist that you've never heard of. The best rock guitarist you've never heard of. Played with Guns N' Roses, MC5, Heart, and many others. The man and many others. He's just great. A lot of solo stuff that's just amazing. But this one came out last year. Again, the whole album is amazing. The hard part was picking one song, but this is the one song I really felt kind of summed everything up. Rusted and Busted. Got a burp stuck. Oh, there we go. Excuse me. Hope I didn't get any on you. Oh, mercy. I hate it when that happens. Oh, see, there was lunch. There's lunch. That was hot sauce. Anyway, I digress. Oh, excuse me. Rusted and Busted, Gilby Clarke. Yeah, I first became familiar with Mr. Clarke. I believe it was in 06 when he did that Rockstar Supernova. Following the Rockstar INXS and Rockstar Supernova, where they tried to find a vocalist. It was Mr. Clarke on guitar. I don't know, some meathead from Metallica, Tommy Lee on drums. Not a Metallica fan, man. I don't know, man. I guess they're one of those bands you either really love for whatever reason, or you just don't get their popularity, and I fall in the latter. I just have never understood their popularity. I feel like they barely play three chords. I feel like the lyrics are juvenile at best. I've just never been a fan. But it was an interesting show as they grinded through to pick a vocalist for a band, you know, that they led you to believe was actually going to be a band, but you found out later that they had no intention of ever becoming a band. Anyway, they did one New Year's Eve gig and that was it. Busted and down and out and broke. He put in an album right about that time. I think it was in 07 maybe. It was great. Featured a tune called Tijuana Jail, which is just amazing anyway. Rusted and busted. And they're showing me my next song is not one from my list. So my song's almost over. So I am on the Beer Whisperer, Beer Evangelist, Blizzard Beer Drinker, Prevail Wisdom, and
we're all good guy. Thanks.